Hi! Today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful filters for winning on sport investing. It's called line reversal. This filter is one of the most powerful indicators which shows us in real time what can occur in the game we're going to analyze. For every game in the VIP members zone of Z-Code Sport Investment Club, there is a special section on the left called Public Percentages. Now that shows the public bet distribution on both sides of the game and also line moves that are auto-updated in the real-time mode. It might look complicated on first sight, but it's actually pretty easy, and I'll show you how you can use it to win big. If you click the chart, you can see it enlarged. Now, we've opened the chart of odds movement for the game Chicago Hawks against Los Angeles Kings. I know, at first sight it can seem difficult, but I assure you, it's one of the most evident and simple indicators. Try to understand it once, and you won't regret it, as it is a surprisingly precise tool, especially in cases when the signal is evident and simple. If there is no noise or conflicting signals, the game is predicted with a surprisingly high accuracy. At first, I'll explain to you what this chart shows. At the top, you can see the game which will be played. It's Chicago in our case. The chart money line is showed, in other words, the winner game. The game will be played on February 17th at 03:30 against Los Angeles. You'll also be able to choose different chart scales and see the chart for underdog or favorite. In our case, it's the chart of the favorite, Chicago. The bold dark blue line shows the odd changing chart of the Chicago team. On the left side of this chart, you can see the odds given accordingly in two formats: decimal format for European guys, here it is, 1.8, and American format. It's with minus 123, minus 133, and so on. As a historical rule, the American format is used for examining the lines. That's why when we say that a line reversal at 10 points took place, we mean the American system. For example, it's 10 points from minus 143 to minus 153, according to the American odd format. Favorites in the American system are with a minus sign, underdogs with a plus sign. This means you need to lay $153 to win $100 if you bet on Chicago. Here, you can see how the Chicago line was changing within 24 hours. It was moving from this part to the right, and there were three signals in favor of Chicago closer to the game. These signals are called sharp money moves, that is, sharp reversals. They're indicated here by green arrows, and that means they're in support of the favorite. It's important to understand that the home team is indicated by the blue line on the chart, but not the favorite team, as the favorite team can also play on the road, and the road, or so-called away team, indicated by the red color. More often, it's underdog, but we shouldn't be confused because underdog can play also at home, and it can be indicated by the blue color. Again, blue equals home, red equals road. In case we bet on Chicago, for instance, and it's a favorite, we need to see the favorite support, that is, green arrows. The most important thing is to notice these green arrows before the game, in other words, in the right part. So we need to look for the line reversal as close to the game's start as possible. The best thing is to check 5 minutes before the game starts. If you look at the line reversals too early, you'll miss all the later signals, and the most precise signals are the signals before the game start. So remember, you need to look at this indicator before the very game start in the real-time mode. In this case, to make a bet on Chicago, a strong bet, I need to see the support signals. These three green arrows indicate support in this very case. Speaking about the odd, it changed from minus 123, or 1.81 in European language, to minus 153. And that's 1.65 in European format points. That is, it changed on 30 points according to the American line system, and this move is quite smooth without any back reversals or corrections. It is a very strong signal that Chicago team will win. This means that the biggest players, high rollers, the so-called sharp bettors, bet on Chicago team, and you want to bet with them, not against these guys. As you can guess, the Chicago team has won this game with the score 3-2, and it was a leader during the whole game. Now, In the right part of the chart there is public percentages. It is a public percentage on our teams. In our case, we can see that 70% of the public bet on our Chicago team. If we click Underdog, we'll see its chart. It's indicated in a red color, as Underdog is a road team. Don't forget that the red color means that the team is a road team. In this case, we can see that Underdog odd moved down. We can see 3 orange arrows. It's evident that this chart is a mirror reflection of the previous one. These 3 orange arrows mean that our team is more likely to lose. The odd worsened. There are orange arrows, so the situation is evident. Los Angeles team loses the game. Easy, right? Let's examine the next game. Boston against Winnipeg. Boston is a favorite and a road team, as it's indicated in red color. It plays against Winnipeg team, which is Underdog playing at home, shown in blue. During the day, the situation was perfect. Smooth, odd decrease of the favorite team from -139 to 155, that is about 16 points. The odd was decreasing on the favorite and was a good signal, indicating that the Boston team will win up to the last minute. Here, about half an hour before the game start, there is a strong signal in favor of Underdog. This orange arrow means that there is a signal against the favorite. In case when you're watching such a signal, it means that the underdog is likely to win the game. It also means that the game will be tight and is likely to be determined by a single goal. Now, when you see such a signal, you need to decrease your bets on Boston because there is high chance that Boston will not make it, or the game will be too hard and may go into overtime. And if you want to bet on Winnipeg, it'll be good to bet plus 1.5 spread. In case if Winnipeg loses and the final score will differ in 1 goal, your bet will win anyway. It happened exactly the predicted way. The game was over with the final score 2-3. Boston won despite this line reversal. However, your bet plus 1.5 on Jets also won. The next game, Nashville against Anaheim. In this case, the Nashville team is indicated in a blue color as it plays at home. It's also a favorite. As we see during the day, the favorite line was favorable. There was even a line reversal in support of the favorite, so up to this moment, everything was okay. But, as I mentioned before, we should bet and check all the signals before the game start. What happened in this case? Really big and strong line reversal signal came 20 minutes before the game start, and it was against the favorite, in other words, against Nashville. In this case, the right bet would be Anaheim plus 1.5. And as you can guess, Anaheim hasn't just played a good game, it has won it. It means your bet would win. Nice, isn't it? Here's another example of quite a strong signal on the favorite. You can see that 80% of the public bet on our favorite Phoenix. They play against Columbus. In this case, the line is very smooth and there are 3 arrows of support for the favorite team, which is indicated in blue color as a home team. There are no reversals and bet on the favorite can be safe. Bet on the Phoenix money line has won as the Phoenix team has won with a score 5-3. Next, here is a quite interesting game. Edmonton Oilers against Colorado. We see the smooth line move of Edmonton Oilers playing at home, and all of a sudden there is a strong signal against this team. This dollar sign means smart money moves. This means that a great amount of money was placed on the Colorado team, expecting it to win. But that didn't happen this time. As you see, the situation has totally changed closer to the game start. There were 3 signals in favor of Oilers, and this team won the game. We should say that the signal is not always so strong and clear. Here is the example of the game where the signals are messed up. There is a strange peak and then a reverse. So in this case, the game result is not evident. It's better to pass, not to bet at all, as the situation is so clear. Next game. Here is the example of the game with a line reversal. In this case, the team playing at home and a real favorite, Los Angeles Kings, plays against one of the weaker NHL team, Columbus Blue Jackets. As you see, the line is moving down instead of moving up. The odd on the favourite improves despite of 80% of public on Kings. Looks strange, right? That's a first red flag. And we can see 2 orange arrows that represent a negative line reversal. The best bet for this case would be on the team Columbus Blue Jackets plus 1.5, as it's an underdog. Finally, the Los Angeles team won with the score 2-1, but your bet on the Columbus team plus 1.5 would also win. Let's deal with one more example. The Detroit team playing at home. During the day, we observed a slight line move, as in case with the previous game and before the game. Now, I emphasize here one more time that we should watch the line moves just before the game. Anyway, here there appeared an orange arrow against Detroit, so we'll bet Anaheim plus 1.5. Of course, this bet would win. So, do line reversals signal wins 100% of the time? No, guys, of course not. Line reversal doesn't win 100% of cases, but when the indicator is so evident and clear, you bet is likely to win with a very high accuracy. I should say here that the line reversals tool works best for the sports NHL, hockey, and MLB, baseball, and also NFL football. It's not recommended to use this tool for basketball, as in this game bets are made not on the winner money line, but on the spread. Finishing my tutorial, I'd like to show you a very interesting situation. Now, in this case, the Rangers team, the evident favorite, plays against a very weak team. NY Islanders. Rangers play at home. Obvious bet would be Rangers to win the game with a big score. Who would say that Rangers would lose the game? You'll call him insane. But it's evident if you look at this chart. All the signals are against the Rangers. If you're a smart bettor, you'd bet on the Islanders plus 1.5. As a result, not only your bet won, but the Islanders team won the game during the overtime as well. Who saw that one coming, right? Line reversals only. So, you see how precise and clear game results predicted by this tool are. These sharp moves are created by so-called sharp bettors or sports insiders who know much more about the game than the regular casual bettor. For example, they get fresh insider reports about some injuries or some other insider information like the player condition. And when they bet great sums of money against the evident favorite, it means they have some information which allows them to decide that the underdog is likely to win. So we need to follow their signals and take decisions relying on their signal. That is where this amazing tool, Line Reversals by Zcode, helps us to win and see what insiders are doing. In conclusion, I'd like to say that Zcode VIP members get a special additional tool which produces automatic signals in the real-time mode. The arrows that I showed you earlier generate bets. According to these arrows, the system makes a bet. Now in this case, we can see that the NHL season has just begun, but the system Line Reversals has already made a profit of $2,000. Not bad, huh? And if we look how this system has performed on NFL, here we can see all the bets and signals of the American football. We'll see that the system has brought more than $3,000, and that's with automatic signals, eh? Amazing profit. Just imagine how well the system will automatically predict game results basing only on line reversals. So folks, use the line reversal system by Zcode and you won't regret it. But don't forget to check the signals just before the game start. Good luck. I hope all your bets will be the winning ones. See you and goodbye.